Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Permatina Enduro VR46 racing team's season so far. Now, currently they are sitting in 5th position on 145 points, just ahead of the Red Bull KTM factory team, but a good chunk of points, 60 points or so, behind Aprilia Racing. Now, to me, if I'm very honest, the team have seemed to struggle getting to grips with the GP23, although Fabio Di Giannantonio hasn't been too bad as of late. Realistically, in the early races, they did tend to struggle, and, the adaptation for the team, it was a little bit worrying. There was a time there Di Giannantonio couldn't finish a race. Bezzecchi was miles off the pace. So they've taken their time, I would call it, to try and get back onto the pace. Now, if we look at things, Bezzecchi, if I'm honest, has been the real surprise of the season for me. How he has not been able to cope with the GP23 on the turn in. He hasn't been able to get comfortable with it. Although he did look okay in Sachsenring the last time out, which was very surprising. I thought he would be struggling like Joan Mir was. The season has not been great for him so far. Now, of course, he has not a lot to worry about. He's signed for Aprilia next season. That bike can definitely turn. So it will be interesting to see how he finishes off the season with VR46. But if I'm very honest, I'm not really expecting a 2023 level season out of him for the 2024. Di Giannantonio seemed to be getting stronger and stronger, well able and up for the fight with Marquez and the likes of them. Did injure himself in Friday morning practice in the Sachsenring, dislocated his shoulder. Didn't ride. Well, he did, but he didn't, if you know what I mean. He didn't finish. So, I do expect a lot out of him. Obviously, he will be healed up. Maybe for the first race or two back after the summer break, he might not be at full capacity, but I do expect him to be there or thereabouts for the rest of the season. He is the subject of an awful lot of fighting. Because Yamaha wanted him in Pramac, but also Ducati wanted him. So I reckon that he will stay with VR46 on a factory Ducati next season. Also, it would be kind of weird if VR46 didn't sign Morbidelli to be alongside Di Giannantonio next season, as it, if they are kind of like a Rider Academy's team and whatever, and they don't have one of the riders that was in their Riders Academy, well, then it would be kind of weird and that. So, but, I definitely think we haven't seen the best out of Di Giannantonio yet this season. I'm hoping that he's starting now to understand the Ducati GP23 and that we're going to see a lot out of him this season. Overall, as a team, though, I kind of expected them to be a little bit further. They're 100 points behind the Gresini Racing team. And all of this will matter come the end of the season, who is the best satellite team, regardless of such and such had issues or not. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What do you think of the VR46 racing team's season so far? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.